You're finally awake. 2020? Industrialized society? What are you talking about? This meme imagines that our lives have been but a dream. This is an ancient idea and an extremely important one. These memes are part of an ancient, meaningful tradition, one that goes between life affirming and life denying. So to give a bit of context to this philosophy, I thought I would share a few really interesting passages and stories. The first is a very famous one. It is the Taoist story of the butterfly, in which a general, having fallen asleep and taking a brief nap, dreamt that he was a butterfly and lived out an entire lifetime as a butterfly. And upon dying, he woke up again as himself and wondered, which life is the dream? And came to the conclusion that this was the truth of all material changes. Another great one that was used brilliantly in David Lynch's Twin Peaks is from the Upanishads. "Look, Balaki," the king said. "Do you see that spider?" "Yes," said Balaki. "I see the spider moving along its web." "We are like the spider," said the king. "We weave our life and then move along in it. We are like the dreamer who dreams and then lives inside the dream. This is true for the entire universe. That is why it is said, having created the creation, the Creator entered into it. This is true for us. We create our world and then enter into that world. We live in the world that we have created. When our hearts are pure, then we create the beautiful, enlightened life we have wished for." These are very important because they reveal that our lives have a lot of characteristics that are dreamlike, and that it's very easy for a dream to appear real. But the meme is playing with something a bit differently. I think that there is a strong element of fear and resent in the 2020 meme, because it imagines that the horrors, the terrors of modern life, and especially of this year, are but a dream. It's okay, it's just a dream. But it does so in a very negative sense, because it's not just, this is just a dream. It is saying this idealized fantasy, oftentimes it's animals or ancient civilizations or even horrific futures. All of these are a means of comforting the dreamer. It's a way of saying the real reality is peaceful, or the real reality is solid, rather than the constant turmoil and chaos that we live in. It's a question of affirmation. And I think that Nietzsche offers a really fascinating insight. This is from The Birth of Tragedy. And perhaps several people remember, like me, amid the dangers and terrors of a dream, successfully cheering themselves up by shouting, "It is a dream! I want to dream it some more!" I have also heard accounts of some people who had the ability to set out the causal connection of one and the same dream over 3 or more consecutive nights. These facts are clear evidence showing that our innermost beings, the secret underground in all of us, experiences its dreams with deep enjoyment as a delightful necessity. This is the ideal. We can't look at our lives, we can't look at 2020 and say, oh, it's a dream, it's a bad dream, it's just a bad dream. The reality is something very comfortable and very good. That reminds me of the last men who, they say, formerly all the world was insane because that's when things happened. That's when life and history were moving. It was constant chaos, constant war, horror, and death. That is the real. The fake is this modern peace that we've entered. We imagine that this is the way that it always was, that if we return to the life of an animal that it would be peaceful, or that if we return to an ideal past, it would all be okay. I disagree. It would be just as, if not much more, chaotic and strange. So what we must do is, like Nietzsche, say, I want to dream it some more. Say yes to the life that you are living right now. This meme shares the danger of the Mandela effect, where we can say, it's just a simulation. It's just a dream. I've entered into the wrong reality. These are just ways that you can avoid life. I say, affirm life, affirm dreams, and pay attention to memes. Because, as always, memes matter.